You know, you would never know by the blue sky and all that, and freezing fucking balls out here, that the world is burning down around me. Like, literally, the rest of California is burning, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of beautiful where I'm at in the desert. Imagine that. So, I've had a couple weeks off. Probably shouldn't have. I got yelled at for it. Check this out. Look who's finally acclimated. Look who gets to run around with it, right? Little baby girl. Yeah, that's my baby girl. That's a baby girl and a baby boy. Alright, you two go. Yeah, she's finally acclimated. Not in heat anymore. And they're loving it. So smart. 2 years old, never been house trained, but yet she's just like, I want to. I'm a good girl. I love it. Fuck your preconceived notions, right? That's what it's all about. It's like, oh yeah, you guys can assume whatever the hell you want about somebody, but until you actually know them, until you actually get to know their situation, what they've been through, what they're going through, how can you ever truly make a judgment? And even when you know somebody, how can you make a judgment? How? That's lower vibrational bullshit. Period. End of story. Don't at me. So what are we doing today? So remember, it was a few weeks back. I think it was the one either right before Christmas or right after Christmas when I went live. When I said you just wake up one day and everything feels different, right? You put in the work for so long and you finally see it come to fruition. Hi, kids. And then you start seeing confirmation everywhere. And we discussed all this in passing. I don't know if I actually want to sit down and make an entire series that like explains it all to you guys. That would be up to you. As far as symbology and what to actually get out of something, especially astrological reading, zodiac reading, whatever, destiny reading, tarot reading, take your pick. There's so many, right? And most people, like I've said before, don't even understand what they're hearing. They just seeing it, to understand your zodiac, to understand fate, is to understand yourself completely. You have to know your signs. You have to know your symbology. You have to know your houses. You have to know, like, your constellations, where you fit into. It's not something passive. It's something you have to be very active in. It's why before 2200 years ago, astrology was incorporated into religion. That's why it goes hand in hand. It's also why science goes hand in hand with religion. Because at one time, everything was a piece of the pie. And they understood that. So we're a little over 4 minutes in. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are you rambling? Why is it called Building the Dragon? The fuck are you doing? Well, ladies and gentlemen, upon an initiate, a magician has been chosen for the Alchemist path pre-2200 years ago. Upon graduation, that alchemist is then supposed to dedicate himself, herself, what have you, to their life's work. Some sought immortality, with the Philosopher's Stone. Some has thought world domination. So what the fuck is building the dragon, Dustin? Well, this is supposed to be the birth of my villain era. No more nice guy. At all. No more imbalance. No more, I'm going to do everything in the world for you for your love and get nothing in return. Except to be left wanting. And then to feel like you're not good enough, and then you have to go out and seek it elsewhere. Right? No more of that. Never again. That ended a year ago. Just like with everything in life. When Dustin commits himself to something, it's fully commit. Bell to bell. Open to close. First man in, last man out. That's why I can do the amount of work that I've done in a year that can take most people decades. So that Capricorn, put your head down and just plow the road ahead instead of walking the path already carved. Carving my own path. That's building the dragon. It's taking everything I've learned throughout my entire life, and especially, I'm sorry, it's really cold out here right now, so I'm shaking. I'm trying to make this really quick. Take everything that I've learned throughout my life, and especially what I've learned over the last 3 years, especially the last 12 months. Do not run me over. They're having fun. And it's time to take that. And it's time to step out in the world. And it's time to say, this is me. And this has always been me. And I will never let you make me anything other than what I've always been meant to be, now that I've found myself. And that's protecting your peace, ladies and gentlemen. Once you find yourself again, that inner child, whatever you want to call it, shadow work, whatever. You protect that motherfucker with everything you got. Everything you fucking got. Because if you don't tell the world who the fuck you are, they will tell you. And let me tell you. It gets very tiring knowing you're one person and the rest of the world telling you you're something else. Fuck you. This is me. This is building the dragon. You take everything you fucking learned, growing into the person that you are today, and you go out there and you show them what you're made of. You counted me out, I'm still here. You wanted me to kill myself? Bitch, you'll go before I do. Everything. Let me tell you something that nobody likes to admit about spiritual awakening. These kind, innocent motherfuckers, the ones that want to follow God's path, they're not the ones that awaken. It's people like me, people like you, people that go through the shit, people that are forced to confront themselves, confront their family, confront their lives, confront their pain, confront their aggravations, their hate, and embrace that. Embrace it as much as you embrace love. Then, and only then, will you know true balance. It's not running from your dark. There is no such thing. Your dark is just a different shade of light. Merge that shit. Become something more than what they want you to be. Rediscover yourselves. If you want me to help, put it down in the comments. I'll tell you where to look. If you want me to make videos, that way it benefits me somehow, I'll do that too. I'll tell you guys where to go. If the biggest piece of shit in the world can do this, you can. If I can reclaim my life and stop acting like a bitch and stop acting like I was the one that was wrong, admit the villain that I was, that I added to it, so you can embrace it and move the fuck on. A whole motherfucking being. I hope I've at least imparted enough to you guys by this point. It is really fucking cold out here. I hope I've imparted enough at this point to you guys that you guys know the right ones from the wrong ones. You at least have some kind of idea on how to truly interpret a reading, or how to truly interpret the feelings of the flow of the universe that all of us feel. It's just up to you to decide how much you want to be open to it. And then if you decide you want to be open to it, it's up to you to do the work. This is building the dragon. This is my gift to all of you. This isn't for everybody. This is the ones that have been through the shit. They've been kicked down. They've been told that they're something that they're not. They play the role that they've been given, even though it's not their role to play, because life, the world, all of you motherfuckers won't let them be who they truly are. This is for you. This is your roadmap to getting out of this shit the same way I did. And I don't care if I make anything off this. If it helps you, that's what matters, because I've never made a dime off this. I can live with that.